It's RMSO Bigfoot. We spend a lot of time searching for Sasquatch in the state of Colorado because it's the number one reported Bigfoot sighting hotspot in all of the Rocky Mountains, and that includes the US and Canada. There may not be more Sasquatch here, however, because of the nearly 6 million people that live in Colorado, with a big percentage of them into outdoor recreational activities, there are more people out there in the woods creating encounters with the elusive forest giant, and it seems many of them are willing to report their experiences to organizations like ours. And we put those reports out there for the public to enjoy and to assess. Here are a couple of Bigfoot sighting reports sent to us that motivate us to search for the creature in Colorado. Dan Montana writes RMSO. It was summer of 1977. I had just graduated high school from Alameda High School in Lakewood, Colorado. I was out on a date with a schoolmate named Kay. We had a good night out on the date, and we wanted to find a place to smooch. I decided to drive to the Red Rocks Park. After talking on the CB radio, and after talking to Kay, it was time to take her home. It was after hours for the park, so I came down the upper side of the park with my lights off. It was bright full moon night, and I had no problem coming down the winding roads. We were coming up a little hill and suddenly saw what both thought was a bear in the field. We were about 20 yards away, so I stopped and turned on my car lights. It stood up and turned around and looked at us, eyes shining. At this point, I still believed it was a bear. It turned and stayed upright and started running up a steep hill at an unbelievable fast pace. Both of us just stayed there stunned. I was a world-class runner in high school. There was no way a person could run up that hill that fast on uneven sagebrush terrain in a monkey suit. I remember saying to Kay, "Did you see that?" Her response was, "I don't believe it." I drove her home in silence. We talked about it the next day, and I never seen her again. The experience was so surreal for the both of us. Moving forward to 2020, with the event of social media, I was able to become friends with Kay on Facebook. We exchanged numbers and we spoke. After getting caught up on our lives, the subject turned to what we had saw. It was interesting her account matched mine perfectly. It had burned into our memories. Time had not changed our perspectives. I believe it was a small, juvenile Bigfoot. According to Bigfoot Trading Post in Bailey, Colorado, there had been other Bigfoot sightings at Red Rock Park years later. I wonder if it was the same creature, just all grown up, because the one years later was a big Bigfoot. Feel free to use my full name. RMSO responds, appreciate hearing from you. Were you able to estimate a height, width, arm length, weight, and could you tell what color it was? Do you recall the color of the eye shine? Dan responds, I suspect it was a juvenile, around 5'9" or so, maybe 200 pounds, bulky, wide shoulders, dark brown coat of thick hair, short legs, but they pumped unbelievably fast. Eyes shined large yellow. RMSO responds, a Bigfoot filmed in Colorado several years ago seemed to be the size of a sub-adult or older juvenile, as Dan described during his encounter. I would expect there to be more of them than the giant mature adults that make this elusive creature famous. Here is a screenshot of a purported Bigfoot captured on video that was filmed in Coal Creek Canyon of Colorado. We featured it on a blog article in March of 2020. It was an interesting video at the time. The YouTube channel that posted this video was taken down recently, unfortunately. Hopefully the owner of the video will pass it on to someone like us that can keep it circulating in the public, or post it again on a different YouTube channel if they happen to start another one.